Across grassy hills, windswept plains, and sunlit plateaus of the overworld, one of its most quietly indispensable creatures grazes in abundance: the Minecraft sheep. At a distance, it appears as little more than a woolly cube crowned with a simple face. Yet closer observation reveals a creature whose anatomy and behavior have been perfectly optimized for survival, sustainability, and symbiosis within a block-based ecosystem. But to properly understand the Minecraft sheep, one must look beyond the wool. Let us begin with the sheep's most defining feature: the chromatic wool mantle. This dense outer layer is composed of tightly interwoven fibropixel strands, forming a protective coat of sorts that insulates the sheep from cold, mitigates fall damage, and cushions minor blows. The mantle itself exists as a detachable layer, capable of being removed without harm to the underlying body. This remarkable adaptation allows the sheep to shed its coat completely and regrow it in time, making it one of the only renewable, resource-bearing organisms in the overworld. Beneath the wool lies the dermal regrowth matrix, a living framework of regenerative code. As the sheep consumes grass for fuel, this matrix is activated, converting environmental data into fresh fibropixel strands. The visible act of grazing is more than feeding. It is a biological reset, restoring the sheep's outer layer almost instantly. This tight coupling between diet and regeneration ensures that sheep populations remain productive wherever grass is plentiful. Supporting the head is the cuboid linear cranium, housing a small but effective brain. Within operates the grazing instinct node, which governs movement, feeding behavior, and flock cohesion. Sheep do not wander aimlessly. Instead, they move in slow, deliberate patterns that prevent overconsumption of any single patch of land. This behavior stabilizes grass regenerative cycles and preserves the surrounding environment for years to come. In terms of vision, the sheep are moderately equipped. The sheep's eyes contain motion priority lenses, tuned to detect sudden changes rather than fine detail. While incapable of recognizing tools or structures, sheep are highly sensitive to approaching threats. When startled, the grazing instinct node triggers a brief but effective flight response, sending the sheep scattering before they quickly settle and resume feeding. This necessary balance between caution and calm helps prevent unnecessary stress, ensuring longevity of the herd as well as productivity of the grazing. In terms of locomotion, movement is provided by the quad stilt leg assembly. Each leg contains compression spring joints, allowing the sheep to traverse uneven terrain with surprising stability. Though not fast, sheep excel at navigating hills and slopes, ensuring access to grass across varied elevations. This terrain mastery explains their frequent presence atop cliffs and ridgelines, where grass remains untouched by other grazers. Once grazing has completed, it's time to convert the freshly consumed grass to fuel. Internally, the sheep possess a specialized digestive structure known as the cellulose conversion chamber. This organ processes grass blocks directly, breaking them down into usable energy and excess fibropixel material. The byproduct of this process is wool regeneration, an elegant biological loop that converts simple vegetation into complex, valuable material. As amazing as the cellulose conversion chamber is, it pales in comparison to the sheep's Chromapixel receptor network, embedded within the very wool itself. This network allows the sheep's coat to respond instantly to applied dyes, permanently altering coloration until the next full regrowth cycle. This trait has no known survival benefit and is believed to be an emergent property of overworld code, an accidental flexibility that humans have since integrated into art, construction, and symbolic design. Socially, sheep are flock animals, forming loose groups bound by proximity rather than hierarchy. Communication is often subtle, consisting of soft bleats and positional awareness. Within a flock of Minecraft sheep, individuals mirror each other's movements, creating a shared rhythm that reduces predation risk and enhances environmental efficiency. Reproduction of the Minecraft sheep follows similar overworld patterns of other creatures. When fed wheat, two sheep activate their spawn synchronization nodes, producing a lamb whose wool color is inherited through a simple chromatic averaging process. This genetic blending further supports population diversity and adaptability. In terms of their ecological importance, sheep occupy a central role. They maintain grassland health, provide wool and mutton for humans, and serve as a foundational species for survival. Entire civilizations begin with beds crafted from their wool, making sheep instrumental not just to survival, but for the very concept of rest. And so, as the square sun arcs across the sky, and long shadows stretch over the plains, the sheep continue their quiet work. They graze, they wander, they regrow. They ask for nothing, yet give endlessly. The Minecraft sheep, humble, renewable, essential.